The January 6th committee has been holding closed-door meetings with former officials from the Trump administration, talking to them about their thoughts to invoke the 25th Amendment, and then, of course, their ultimate decision to not invoke the 25th Amendment following the events of January 6th. So here is what the New York Times reported on this issue. The panel has been holding closed-door interviews with senior Trump administration officials in an effort to uncover more about the period between January 6th, when a mob of Trump supporters attacked Congress, and January 20th, when President Biden was sworn in, including talks about invoking the 25th Amendment. On Tuesday, the panel interviewed Robert O'Brien, Mr. Trump's former national security advisor, for several hours, according to two people familiar with the committee's work. Investigators asked Mr. O'Brien about discussions inside the cabinet, whether to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove Mr. Trump from office, about whether he considered resigning, about the access that Mike Lindell, the MyPillow CEO and election conspiracy theorist, had to Mr. Trump, according to a person familiar with the matter. So, okay. Why go for the 25th Amendment talking point? That doesn't seem like it's actually relevant to what the committee is doing, right? If we're trying to uncover information about what led to the riot, if we're trying to get to the bottom of the Secret Service scandal, if we're trying to get to the bottom of the fake elector scandal, all of that, all well and good. The 25th Amendment talk? Why? I know the public probably wants to hear these things, and I'm sure the committee is trying to put a case together that even the people closest to him were worried about his mental state. So why even talk about it, though? Because you can't get a conviction off something like that, right? This is not relevant to the criminal matter. Or is it? See, that's the key. When I first read this story, I did think, that's kind of silly for them to even be talking about the 25th Amendment. How is it relevant? But the more you sit and think about it, it actually becomes very relevant. Because this testimony from these individuals who may have been talking about invoking the 25th Amendment because they thought Trump wasn't mentally stable enough to continue being president for 2 more weeks, that is relevant to all of those other investigations. Because if they can show that everybody around Trump understood that the man was effectively losing his mind, then they can paint him as a desperate and deranged individual willing to do whatever it took to overturn the results of that election. So yes, these January 25th Amendment conversations that they are having with these former cabinet officials, they are very relevant because you have to paint the entire picture. You have to show that Trump was not in his right mind when all of this was taking place. You have to show that everybody was worried about his mental state. And some of them didn't think that he could even be president for another 2 weeks because it was so dangerous. And it was that danger, right? Those feelings that they had, the cabinet, because they watched as this man worked endlessly to overturn those election results by any means necessary. So yes, this is a vital piece of the puzzle, and it looks like the committee is doing a dang good job of putting it together. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.